we're having to cut this thing up, this old branch. I just want to show you this, the old saw, yeah, because it's very much used. This is a famous brand, Diston. It wasn't very good condition, so I have the files and the kerf setting tool to be able to sharpen these saws. So they're a joy to use when they're really sharp. Other tool that I like to use in dismantling branches is this thing. It's a ratcheting clipper with a lot of leverage. Here's a bit of a demonstration. You start there and clicks, and then click and click, and oh, these things,
they're great.
They work like a dream. Okay, so using these two tools and not a chainsaw, when you have to do it with your muscle, you're very astute about what to cut and what not. She laid an egg somewhere. She normally has a spot on the porch. Let's go and find out and see whether she did lay an egg. I made a little space in this firewood. This is emergency firewood for the chickens to just rest in. They like to get out of the heat, and also a place for them to lay their eggs. And looks like Brown must have laid an egg. I'm back again to see how Rachel is doing. There's that old branch. It's all organized, and here are the secondary limbs. They're all cleaned up.
One of the songs on Peter's album For the Record One, the fifth cut is called Take Down the Old Flag, and there's a verse in that song that says, we have our bodies, so why not use them instead of depending on machines? To live more simply may feel like hardship, but it's more fulfilling than it seems. The more machines people have, or Americans especially, the less they use their bodies to the extent where they become healthier. It's ironic that as they try to spare their bodies, they're getting to hold on to those bodies for less time. I'm at the last stage of the breakdown of the huge branch mess that we had in the street there. And we've done it all with our bodies. The only fuel was the food that we ate to be able to do it. We cut up the medium-sized sticks there. We've got a box of these little twiglets. This wood, the box elder tree, it's a relative of the maple tree. And in the early spring, like late February, you can actually, when the sun shines, it will start dripping this syrup, and it's like maple syrup, except it's a little bit clearer. And so sometimes we will put little buckets underneath all the drips, and you can collect it and then you boil it down, and this syrup is quite nice. It's milder than maple syrup, but it's still got this nice sweetness to it. So everything we'll use for one thing or another, mostly, to keep warm. And so it's a better use for all this wood than to just bring it down to the town burn pile, where most other people in this town would dump this, and then it would all go up into a big bonfire and not have any other purpose. So anyway, that's the end of our tree branch processing.
I'd just like to add something. A girl did all this. And look at her. She's 60 years old.
Thank you, Peter.
Bye.